Hello, I'm Stephen Cooley, and welcome to the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. And it's always great to have the lovely Julie Storm on the show today.
Always a pleasure to
Julie,
be here.
16 years of doing the show, providing information out there. We've seen a lot of things come and go in the real estate industry.
Yes, we have a lot of trends, a lot of fads, and yes, it's been interesting.
Yeah, and so one thing I wanted to talk about today was fads versus value, because just like in all our lives, we do things that are popular and trending right now, and that's in the clothing we wear, the cars we buy, but also in things that we do inside our home.
Right.
And they're very popular today, but 3 to 5 to 10 years from now, when you get ready to sell your home, you will go back and say, well, you know, that was a 2017 trend. And so kind of fads versus value.
With that being said, do you have like a top 5 of fads?
Yeah, I certainly do. Well, the first one would be electronics. No one wants last year's cell phone, much less a cell phone from 5 years ago. So the same thing's happening with electronics inside your home. A lot of us 10 and 15 years ago did a very extensive wiring, Cat 5 wiring, and all these things inside the home, and no one cares about that today. Cameras inside a home 10 years ago cost $1,000, $1,500 each. Coporium is a wonderful provider of wireless security systems and cameras now. I think the cameras in my house are like $50, $75 each. I can watch it all on my phone. So electronics are the fastest changing industry, and sometimes we're spending a fortune on speakers and things like that that no longer matter. I went in a home and the music was beautiful, and he was playing it from his smartphone, and I said, how much did you spend on all this? And he said, less than $500. He had music playing in every room from a little box, just hidden in every room. Then you go in another home, and they may have spent $10,000 on that kind of stuff. So that's changing very quickly.
And then you can't even, if you move, sometimes you can't even get the receiver piece that connects the whole thing together.
Sometimes the hardware gets so outdated it doesn't even work in the home. I know this from personal experience.
Right.
Colors on permanent items. There are popular colors every year in clothing and everything else. And so people can put those things in their home. They shouldn't put it into permanent things. And permanent things are cabinets, permanent flooring, granites, tile work that you want to last 30 and 40 years. Don't do those in hot pink. Don't do those in real strong colors, because those colors do come and go. But if you're selling your home when they've gone out of style, you may be ripping out some permanent granites and tiles and things like that. So that's a bad decision also. Third one would be landscape that dies very quickly if you can't water it. And the reason is, in our area, we have a drought every 5 to 7 years. And the first thing the city does and the county does who provide water to the home is you can't water your plants.
Right.
So then I had a guy during the last drought lose $50,000 worth of plantings. So plant things that there are plants that can survive a summer drought. And then there's plants that cannot survive that. So just real cautious there on fads too.
A lot of people also don't want to put a lot of time into landscaping, you know, on a regular basis. People are busy these days, so a nice more maintenance-free thing sometimes is nice.
Absolutely. Another thing that I think that people do that comes and goes very quickly is some light fixtures. I've gone in homes with $4,000 or $5,000 chandeliers and foyers and dining room, and walk in, and it's such a big presence in the home, it dates the house so quickly. So there are light fixtures. Look at a home that's 100 years old and the chandelier's never been changed out. That's a good light fixture. But a trending light fixture that's very popular today that goes out very quickly. And again, sometimes these come back, but you may be selling the house when that's gone out of style, and there's such big focal points. They're kind of the diamonds and the jewelry of a home, or light fixtures. Another thing that that trends is I went out to a home and they had a $100,000 kitchen they put in 2006. All the feedback in 2016 was outdated kitchen. They had a $100,000 outdated kitchen. It was very dark, very gothic, and that was a very big trending thing in mid-2000s, and it's not the kitchen of today. And so just be very careful when you're doing something that may not last forever.
Gotcha. What about window treatments? That's kind of a big
Absolutely.
one too.
Good blinds, good quality shutters that give you privacy, never go out of style. So heavy, window treatments. You and I have been in homes, $30,000, $40,000 worth of heavy window treatments. They go out of style. Right now the style is no window treatment on a home. That will come back, but it won't be the old one. So be careful with that. Things of value.
Right.
Permanent outdoor hardscape, patios, screen porches. I've never had a buyer say, I don't want a patio. I don't want a screen porch. They all want them. Those are great additions to the home. You can certainly enjoy them and get full resale value when you sell your home. When you're picking, if you want to do color, paint the walls. You can change the paint color in a weekend. Pillows, trending colors, put pillows on your sofas and things like that. Go into a bathroom and put the trending color in towels and soaps and bath mats and things like that, but keep those rooms neutral. So when you're picking, the old wood floors you could refinish. The new wood floors that come pre-finished, you can't change the color. So keep those things, keep your granites and your tiles and your permanent floor coverings just very neutral. Then buy a rug and put over them that's a trending color.
So Stephen, if you're sitting here thinking about, hey, I want to make some changes in my houses, what's something maybe they can do?
Well, first of all, to all our clients, we're their realtor for life. And they can give us a call and say, Stephen, I'm about to do this to my home. Can I run the plans by them for you to take a look at them? Or if I do this to the home and I spend this amount of money, what's the resale 5 years from now? We can give them that advice. I'd rather give it to them up front. They still may do it, Julie, but they're doing it because they want it versus the resale.
Absolutely.
Because when I go out and say, I know you spent $30,000 or $40,000, but there's no resale, it kind of breaks their hearts. And so we'd really like to catch that before they do it.
And typically people are not staying in homes for 20 and 30 years
You know,
anymore.
my parents are in the home that they brought me home from the hospital in, and people stay 3 to 5 years now. There's no, my parents had nowhere to move, so they added on or whatever. But people now buy for the period of life they're in, the size of their family they're in, close to work, close to schools, and typically people stay 3 to 5 years. So when you're staying 3 to 5 years, you don't want to make a permanent mark on that home that's so personal that no one else is going to. Remember, you're not the forever owner. You're just adopting the home for 3 or 5 years.
Absolutely.
So don't put an impression on it that hurts that lovely home for the rest of its life.
That's great advice.
Thank you for being on today's show. We've got beautiful homes for sale in your area. If you've got any questions about these things we've talked about today, give us a call here at 803-985-1240. We'll be right back. I hope you've enjoyed watching the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. If you're interested in advertising your business on the program, please give us a call at 803-326-2777. Join us next week for more discussions on real estate topics and help in finding your perfect home. Thanks for watching.